Hi everyone, Adam Steele here, and today we're going to be talking about getting massive metal sounds with the drum libraries from GGD, and specifically talking about drum programming because Misha Mansour has a new drum programming course. If you don't know who Misha Mansour is, he is kind of the leader of Periphery, who are the leaders in the prog metal genre. Dare I say the word gent. I know it's kind of a dirty word, but he is the guy. And with Pro Mix Academy, he has a new course out. So we're going to be trying some stuff with his products from the Get Good Drums company, which Misha is a co-owner of. So we've got the Periphery 4 drums from GGD. We've got Smash and Grab. I'm going to be using the GGD Zilla collection on the guitars as well, and we're going to be writing a little metal riff, so stick around. Now, the first thing that I'm going to be doing is laying down a bass. I know that's backwards, but the first thing that I would say to you if you're writing anything at home is start with the idea. Whatever instrument the idea is on, whether it be a drum pattern, whether it be a guitar pattern, whether it be a bass riff, which in my case is what I've kind of come up with. So I've got an idea in my head, so I'm going to find the tempo with the tap tempo in Reaper, which goes da 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 da. It's almost 120 BPM, so I'm going to slow it down a little. Let's try 118, get a metronome going, because I'm not going to talk about the bass tone too much, but I'm using Amplitube SVX with a bass amp and a guitar amp together and a noise gate, so it sounds like this. That kind of thing. So that's my idea. It's quite kind of simple, power chordy, big. You can go far more complicated if your idea is that kind of anything bananas, go for it, do it. My idea is a little more straight ahead, so I'm gonna get a click going and go 1, 2, 3. That'll do nicely. So let's call that bass and put down the bass and start loading up the star of the show. Now, for anyone who is interested in programming metal and metal drums that doesn't already have lots and lots of lovely stuff, check out the Misha Mansour drum programming course on Pro Mix Academy. And if you buy the Misha course, then you can get 40% off all of the GGD products in collaboration with Pro Mix Academy. So if you buy the Misha course first, then you get 40% off all the GGD products as a thank you for supporting Misha in showing everybody what he does, because he is an absolute master at this. So let's load up Contact. You can use Contact Player. You don't need to pay for Contact. It just so happens that I have the full Contact version. And I've got P for Matt Halpern right there. So I'm going to drop that in. And it is going to sound incredible. It'll take a minute to load because it's huge. And I'm pretty sure I don't need to change much. Oh, let's go with the VK. And I like a bigger kick. The toms are what they are, that's fine. The cymbals are what they are too. Now, there are huge amounts of mixing options in here, which is very, very nice. Let's see if there is an option to throw these all out of different outputs. Oh, there's different stereo outputs. Well, we've got 53 possible outputs on Contact. That's weird, but okay. I've decided for the purposes of this video to go back to using this particular thing as a stereo out because it makes life so much easier when we get to using things like Le Smashy and Le Grabby, which smash and grab is going to be awesome. So let's have another look at this this groove. So I have changed in the settings the output from usual GGD to general MIDI, just because I like the general MIDI layout. It makes things nice and quick for me. Now I can use this, and we've got this bass riff, so I'm gonna make a little loop there behind the GGD periphery 4 kit, which sounds amazing, and I'm going to hit R for repeat. Now I've selected the area and hit repeat, so I'm going to go insert new MIDI item, and the way I like to do it is find the kick, which is usually either C1 or C2 depending on your DAW. I'm going to view this as diamonds, and I'm going to go so I'm going to set my rhythm by just going kick, kick, snare. Meat and potatoes, kind of boring. And so I'm going to change that up now to have a little bit of swagger by adding in accent notes. So it's back and have these at slightly less than full velocity. And I'm going to take snap off because I'll want a little bit of swing. A little bit of hesitation there on the bass. So I'm just going to move that. Da da da. Da 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 boom. And repeat. That bass part's been rushed. Push it back a little. And that's going to be da ba da da. 1 2 da da ba da da. So that should have been a pre-bar. That should be on the bar, and these should be somewhere in the middle. That needs to be less. And so does that snare hit, because full snare hits are only supposed to be on big accent. So this is going to be da 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 bop. No, much sooner. There we go. This is starting to sound like it's the basis of a track. Do do dum. Dum dum dum. Now where are those toms? Have I just missed them? There we go. So I've put a few of those hits slightly off grid because they then fit with the push and pull of that bass part. I mean, there were parts of that where I had to edit the bass because it was too far out and sounded kind of amateurish. But there are parts of it where there is a push and pull that I kind of like. And so let's just make sure one more time that that all sounds right, and then we'll start throwing cymbals on because, of course, that's what will bring it to life. Now, of course, if you really want to get into how to do this properly, like I said at the start of the video, check out the Misha Mansour Pro Mix Academy course, because he is far better at this than I, far more experienced, and he has done albums that have sold squillions where they generally write on guitar and program drums and then send them to Matt Halpin to then play later, but they're so close that he does exactly what is needed. And so, I mean, I think the first Periphery album was all done with virtual drums, pre-GGD, so yeah. So let's get... Ooh, China. Let's go Crash. And then China on that. And then the hi-hats are going to be in the middle here. And of course, the drummer only has two hands, so it'll be crash. Even though I've seen Mike Mallion going, you still only have two hands. You can't go like two crashes and a snare at the same time. It physically doesn't work. Take a hit there. Crash, splash, a China. Let's try a chichipada. go hi-hat, but crash. So I've got more of a, not repetition as such, just a And the other thing to remember with this is like 127 on a hi-hat is absolutely laying into it. And most drummers don't do that most of the time. Because even that, it looks kind of green and gentle, but that's still a good from a burly drummer. So that's why it sounds rock and roll. You don't want 127 all the time. And there are also probably ways of doing this way faster. So that should be probably rushing a bit, but and that ends on a China. We're not quite done, but we're getting there. It's just about shuffling things around. Just gonna get a Reaper EQ on that bass now and just turn it into something really angry. Let's use smash and grab on this bass and see if we can grab the bass a little bit. Because we don't want this on. We want oversampling. I like oversampling. There's a pro mode, which means that I can use this really, really nicely. And of course, I want grab instead of smash. grab mode, let's take it onto, so we've got beef, we've got air, we've got saturation, and we've got attack and release profiles, which I'm messing with. Ratio's only on 2:1. Let's 4:1. That's a really solid bass tone now, and then you smash and grab on the drums too, so we can smash it. So we'll put it on drum type parallel. So we can change to external side chains and cut that. There's look ahead, all very nice. And turn up the look ahead a little, use oversampling, and then bring the mix back and put this in at a sane level. Cool, so just with smash and grab on the bass and with P4 and smash and grab smashing the drums but just blended in parallel wise, that's really sounding big. It's time for guitars. Okay, so I've pulled up Kazrog's Ampcraft, which is their 5150 model, and turned off their cabinet and got the GGD Cali Oversized. I did say at the start it was the Zilla, but it's not, it's the Cali Oversized, which is a big sound from the Mesa. So I've pulled up Misha's Modern and Massive preset, which had the SM57s in Fredman and KM184. I've added an R121 ribbon in there because I love ribbons on a cab sound, and ticked the Master EQ button there, and that's it. So I'll make that smaller and we can see it, and it sounds like this. So that sounds far too mid-focused. It sounds like it's not going to work, but I'll bet it works. Oh, that's going to record on loop. Let's try just duplicating that entire thing and hard pan it left and right, and now record the right hand side and see how bad this really is. Play it tightly, that'll be nice. Oh, 1, 2. On the fretboard. Yeah, listen to how massive that sounds. Let's turn it back up a little. In fact, we've got a guitar group that these are routed through. I'm going to quickly make sure these edits are tight because I just played them live and they suck. So bear with. One moment later. Yeah, sounding good. It's quite mid-focused, that tone, and the guitar grip is down quite a lot. So I'm going to use another smash and grab rather than an EQ, because what I can do is turn it into grab mode, even though it's not supposed to be for anything other than drums according to this. I'm going with the pro mode. Let's get that back to 0 and turn the output of these down. Okay, so these guitars are just a little bit mid-focus, so I'm going to try and find a brighter mic to blend in. That would be the same. I'm going to use the detailed cab and the 421-2, which is a notoriously bright mic, and blend that in. And then just copy that across. There is a switch for master EQ. I'm going to try that. Nice. And then I'm going to use smash and grab one more time on the main bus, which is insane, I know. But I'm going to turn the mix down to 0. Saturate it quite hard, get some air going, get some beef going. Now this is all just me playing around for now, and I'm going to put this on parallel mode. Blend the mix in, now you'll hear it. There is a little bit much of that mid still in that guitar, but I'll just grab a nice easy EQ. Turn up that air now. I think that's going to be my new podcast opening. I did turn on the turbo mode on the kick, snare and toms as well, just to get a bit more of what Adam Getgood would do out of them without me having to do too much work, which is really nice. But yeah, there you go. That took me, I mean, this is going to be edited down, of course, but less than an hour in, I've got that I can use. I mean, could it have been played better? Yes. Could it be programmed to be nicer? Yes. But this is quick turnaround for me for that. That's done, arguably. I can send that to another band member, to a producer, someone, and say, what do you think? Do you think this idea has merit? In which case they say yes, go away, either send it to a real drummer to play, or, you know, spend time on it, get it right. And that is the thing, is that was really efficient. Smash and Grab gave me that thing. The P4 drums gave me a great sound to use. The GGD studio cabs sounded massive with no effort at all. And that's all perfectly usable right there. And if I was a better player, that would be ready to go. So yeah, if you want to learn how to do that, but program your drums to be better to the point of really not being able to tell if it's a real drummer or not anymore, then check out the Misha Mansour Pro Mix Academy drum programming course. The link is in the description, and if you do go and buy that course, then you get a massive 40% discount on all these GGD products as well, which is incredible value. So thanks to Misha for doing the drum programming course. Thanks to GGD for sending me these plugins to show you what I can do with them in a very limited amount of time. And thanks to Produce Like a Pro and Pro Mix Academy, who are sorting out a giveaway as well. The description will give you the links so you can go and look at and check this all out. Thanks everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.